Hello guys, welcome to the another day 12 of my series of daily coding vlogs. And today we will be talking about file input and output. So in C language we can do different operations on a file like creation of a new file, opening of an existing file, reading from a file, writing to a file, moving towards a specific location in a file, closing a file. Now we can open a file in C and close it pretty easily. But while opening, we have to be specific in which mode we have to open, write only mode or read only mode, because these two modes have very difference. And also, when we are opening a file and getting a character and copying and pasting it, we are actually not opening the file every time. We are actually creating a buffer on the memory to do this. To do this, we have to open the file in the read-only mode, which makes pretty sense. And the main thing to notice is that at the end of the program, you have to write f close and file pointer name. This is because if the program is ended but the buffer is not closed, you will find consequences in the future. So it's better to put f close at the end, but before return 0. Now with enough creativity we can make programs to count characters, tabs and space from a file, and we can also copy a file using C programs and paste the context of a file to another file. Now there are mainly three types of opening modes. First is read, R read only, write, and A searches file and opens it and add things at the end of the file. If you have an existing file which has an existing data, then I would recommend by going this third option. Now there is also one more thing to be specific. In this book there are some types of programs which have outdated functions like fgets, so you have to modify it accordingly. Now some programs may run and may not run, so you have to see. And also when you are opening a file, closing a file, writing a file, that file should exist in the same directory, not in another folder, in the same directory only, because you have not specified, you have only specified the name, and it can basically for now open text files. If you wanted to open some other files, then you have to open it in binary like MP4 and JPG. Now it's not hard. Now you can use structures, and this when you structure and to get information out of one file and calculate and paste it in another file. There is a separate topic about it called it as record input output in files. You can also modify data and add to the existing data. It is also pretty useful. But the thing to be careful is it's not always that you will use all these features, because like creating a program to copy a file, it's actually a basic operation. If you have GNU or CLI interface, you can do it. Now there is also some low level file input output. As you can say, it's a low level, but I will say for you it will be a headache. So you can avoid this low level, but it's up to you what kind of work you are doing actually. So that's a thing to noticing. And of course there are alternative ways of doing things. There are lots of sample programs, and exercise programs are of course as always as difficult. Okay, now also one more thing to understand. This series will get delayed for a few days as you can expect. First I was uploading in the morning, but now it's around 2 o'clock. I am recording this video and I will upload it in around 3, and after 3 I will start about another chapter, and it will take time. So that's it for today, and good